Hi friends, welcome back. This is video 4 of the video series that you've been getting in your inbox. And this 4th video is all about that gracious no. So this is about, our emotional selves and how we're creating that balance. What are those things we have to say no to and give a gracious no to? So have you ever felt like you have to do all of the things, like all of the things, to anybody that asks a favor of you, and you have to pick up the birthday treats for a coworker, or make dinner reservations, or maybe there's a volunteer activity that you want to do, or you'd love to do all of them under the sun because A, you really enjoy helping people out, and B, they asked you to. Or maybe you're planning a vacation with your friends and somehow you got stuck doing all the planning without actually ever even offering to do it. And you have all of these things on your plate, right? You go, go, go. You say yes, yes, yes to everything. And eventually you are flat out wiped out, aren't you? I get like that. Oh yeah, all the time. I get so wiped out and burned out that I can't even think straight anymore. I don't actually know what needs to happen next. You get into this sort of like robot mode where you're going through life and you just keep going like the Energizer Bunny, but you aren't fully experiencing life. Because honestly, how do you experience life when you're on autopilot? When you're overcommitting? Not only is overcommitting dangerous for your physical and mental health, by not getting your true rest, because you need that true rest, right? But it hurts your relationships too. It can really put a huge stress on your relationships. You know what I mean? That nasty little word. Starts with an R. Resentment. How many of you have felt like when you are overcommitting to things, you start resenting those people in your life? I bet I'm not the only one who has felt a touch of this. As soon as you are on the phone with a family member or a friend and you're talking about who's going to pick up who, or who's going to let everyone know about the plan for whatever's coming up, or who's going to bring what to the event. I know I'm not the only one. I know you guys have been there with me, and you get all sorts of feelings flooding through your mind after all of a sudden you quietly say, I will. And then you completely realize, I don't have time for this. I can't do this. What am I doing? As soon as you get off the phone. And somehow you got it, and now the resentment starts to creep in, and overcommitting messes with how you truly want to feel. Nobody wants to feel rushed out of life. Life is too short. You don't want to rush out of it. And feeling rushed out, feeling that resentment, and feeling that resentment towards the people who mean the most to you in your life, that's another thing we don't want. We don't want to take that out on the people who truly mean the most. So these are the people in your life that deserve the best version of you, not the resentful version. We have so many feelings throughout the day. I think last time I heard it was like 900 some that we feel throughout the day. And I'm not making that up. And why would we let there be time for resentment as one of those feelings when we know how to, move past it? So not only does overcommitting lead to that resentment, but it leads to stress. And then one minute we're crying on our kitchen floor because we are so stressed out. To the next minute we're at a slight edge of hangry because we haven't eaten and we're angry and frustrated with everything. And then it goes into this feeling of, oh yeah, I think I got this. I think I can do this. Oh yeah, I got it. But how do we avoid that spiral of all those different feelings and how that affects us on a regular basis? That, my friends, is where the gracious no comes in. You have the right to say no to anything that doesn't serve you in your life and that doesn't align with your purpose and your priorities of life. Or maybe some of these things that come up, they do align with what you like. They do align with who you are. And you still might not have time for it. And it's okay to tell someone, no, not now. If you're the type like me that gets pressured into saying an enthusiastic yes on the spot, then I encourage you to start doing this one simple thing. I promise this helps so much. Instead of giving that enthusiastic yes, the next time you get these requests rolling in from people, whether it's in person, on the phone, whatever it is, take a minute. Take a minute and think about it. And if it's in person, say that you'll think about that and get back to them and let them know. That gives you the time to really internalize, do I have time for this? Is this worth it? Am I going to drive myself nuts if I commit to this? So take that time to tell them, you know what, thanks for asking that, and I'll get back to you on that one at so-and-so date. And then that makes it a lot easier for you to give them the gracious no and feel comfortable doing it, and doing it in a way that feels good to you. And another thing I will say about that is thinking about the schedule of your life and making sure you're making time for the things that are most important. But when you say no to things, you can always provide different resources or options for whoever it is. So you don't have to feel like you're leaving them high and dry by not getting back to them or saying yes and then only half doing it because you really don't have time to do it fully the way you want to. Give them options, give them resources if you have some backup options, and that's something that will leave the interaction on a positive note for both you and whether it's a friend, family member, coworker, or anyone else. So that is my fourth step of creating a balanced life for your emotional roller coaster ride that we all go on. So all about overcommitting, but remembering that gracious no. Okay, I'll see you guys for video 5 next time. Have a great day.